L is for the way you look at me.
O is for the only one I see.
V is very, very extraordinary.
E is even more than any one that you adore.
All right.
And love is all that I can give to you.
Hey.
Love is more than at no point game for
Or
two.
Oh yeah, I was just vibing. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. Well,
I
You guys
can't.
did so good.
You
guys-
do this every
good
time.
job.
You
I
always
guess that means love is in the air. Boom,
Yeah,
boom.
for somebody.
Sorry.
We tried, guys. And of
Tell him what he
course,
was wanting, Bob.
We've always we fail like every time.
24 more years of lifeless, uneventful bliss.
Sleeping on the couch. Welcome back. It's the Gray Matter Podcast. I'm Tony Davis.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Wayne. Hashtag LOVE.
It's not always black.
It's not always white.
But there's always some love and some gray.
You know, I was gonna take responsibility for that fuck up.
I was like, wait a minute, what? You just gotta stop it. At this point, you just gotta stop it.
Why? I mean, don't you guys smell that?
No,
The love is in the air.
nah.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. You know what that means?
I smell this lovely lady sitting next to me. She smells
too.
wonderful.
She does smell amazing.
I don't know what the fuck you've been smelling. Got it?
I wanted my mouth is dry. Let me get it right.
Hey,
Oh.
Speaking of which,
So
do I have
today-
cracked lips?
No.
So today
They don't give a shit.
we have our lovely guest,
We don't.
lifestyle blogger, fashionista, Ramona O.
Tall woman of the world, tall woman advocate.
Woo!
What happened to your face?
I don't know.
He got
I'm so
really happy.
excited.
It's like real pink and stuff, right?
I know, right?
Usually-
it's blush. Love is in the air, Tony.
Yes.
Don't deny it.
Listen,
Brother, don't deny it.
I want you to remember that when you go home.
So yes,
And I will. I'll embrace love.
we have Ramona O here with us, as promised, guys. The lady who is responsible for my makeover, the wardrobe remix. Ramona O from Tall Tale
What's up? What's up?
Oh,
TV.
hey. Hey.
How you doing today, Ramona?
I'm great.
Are you excited?
I'm excited to be here on the Gray Matter podcast.
Yes.
The Gray Matter Podcast.
Yeah, Matter.
The podcast.
Mata. I do
That's
that all the
podcast
time.
of love.
They both.
I do it all the time.
Mata.
Don't worry, Mata.
Thank you for joining us, by the way.
I'm excited.
Neither one of those people have manners. They just so excited.
I'm excited because I've been talking about this for like 3 weeks, building up, so everybody can
Turn up.
finally meet the woman behind the wonderfulness that you guys have been seeing on my Instagram.
The transformation.
Yes.
Right, turn up for the
And
remix.
we'll get you guys a little snippet of that later on in the show. But first, we want to thank you guys for coming back. This is the 39th episode. Remember, go to the website, thegraymatterpodcast.com. We got the email, all the social medias, all that good stuff going for you there. So, yeah. Just make sure you go there. And we're going to go right on ahead and get into these 60 seconds because we got some good stuff to talk to.
Real quick, this
Ramona about
this
today.
podcast is brought to you by How Designs.
up,
You know what? If you already don't know, just keep watching the Gray Matter Podcast. He's the guy responsible for all of the good-looking things that we have, from the website to our pictures to the sound quality being as good as it is. Yeah, hit him
He's
up.
not responsible for our fuck ups, though. That's
No,
us.
no, he is.
That's a small white print at the bottom. That's intentional.
That's all
Completely.
us.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
So 60 seconds of crack this week. Of course, we're fresh off Super Bowl Sunday.
Boo.
Unfortunately, my team did not win.
What team was that?
I was going for the Panthers.
Okay.
Go for
Cam Newton.
Yeah, Mr. Newton.
Mr.
I
Newton.
really wanted him to win.
Mr. Dab himself.
Yeah.
Who'd you want to win, Tony?
Both teams that were in the Super Bowl, I really wanted. Those are the teams I picked to actually get to the Super Bowl. So it didn't
Really?
matter whether, but I was pulling for Cam. I was pulling for Cam.
Yeah.
And well, not just Cam, but the team, because
Yeah.
there were a lot of stories. People get lost in the shuffle, on that team, and being Cam. But it is a quarterback, driven league. But I was pulling for the Panthers more so than the Broncos, even though, like I said,
Sidebar, did y'all see is it Eli?
He did not look happy at all.
Eli looked mad as
They
fuck when
panned
they
over
shot
to the
him.
family when they won,
To
and
the box.
everybody's like clapping and
Everybody
jumping,
like this,
and
he's
he's
like this.
like,
No, that's just the way he looks. That's just Eli looks a little bit.
he looked
A little
lost.
touched.
Right.
He looked like, oh, I'm supposed to be
People make
celebrating
yeah,
right
people
now.
make
That's
fun
what
of
he
him all the
looks
time.
like.
He looks like he's Rain Man.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody makes fun of him.
I'm
and,
sorry.
But, you know,
that's not good.
no, he's rich and already has 2 Super Bowl rings.
Word.
Yeah.
Whoever that is.
Church.
He's the
He's the
quarterback
brother.
for the Giants.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he gets it in.
Yeah.
So speaking of
I didn't know what team he played for either.
speaking of stories, there was a good story that came out of the Broncos. I think his name is Demaryius Thomas. Is it?
Demaryius Thomas, Georgia
won-
Tech.
Yeah, well, his mom just got out of prison
yeah.
because she was
Yeah, a few-
pardoned.
yeah.
Obama pardoned her, and
Turn up.
this was the first time that she's ever seen him play football.
Wow.
Like, been able to sit in the stadium. Like, well, this year was the first time. I think last month she got out. When he pardoned her, she was released like last month or so. But so she got to see him play in the Super Bowl and stuff.
Because it sounds weird.
Yeah,
it
it
does
did.
sound
Like
weird.
I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like,
My
She
mom
just
made
got
it.
Obama
she.
gave somebody a pardon to go to a football game.
Right. That shit sounds like
Yeah.
well, the pardon wasn't
It's for the
football.
drug trafficking.
But that's
part.
you like
I'm just
that's
like-
how they spin it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I
oh,
read it, I was like, oh no.
Hey,
man,
Prezzo, I got people who's locked up. You might want to shift it to
I
that
should've,
way.
like, Googled
Right.
it. My fault.
That motherfucker already rich.
But so Cam, of course, was topic of discussion on Monday because during his press conference, he got up and left.
I've been waiting to talk to you about this, Tony. What do you think about this?
Yeah.
As a competitor, since youth, all my friends, I don't know anybody. And just like he said, you show me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser.
Right.
So, and anybody who's ever played, now granted, he's on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
Right.
So he has to
He's
tone
still
that down
human at the
because
end of the
he's,
day.
it's marketing.
Yeah.
It's not really about sports. A lot of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
think sports are about sports. It's not.
Yeah.
You're entertainers. That's
Yeah.
it.
Right.
We can go watch other people play football.
Yeah.
This
We're
is
watching you to play football because you're marketable.
Yeah.
And so that's what it really is about. But if you're an athlete or not even an athlete, if you're a competitor, you probably don't care because it's like, yeah, I've done that, and I'll
Right.
do it again if I lost.
Right.
Hell, I'm mad, and I don't even play on the highest level. I could play a pickup game, and if I lose, I'm pretty pissed off.
But
Pretty.
like he gets the pass now because he's in his 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he gets in his 30s, like, okay, you're too old to be a sore loser.
But they
Like you've
talk about
already
it.
lost
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If it happens again, man up, man. You lost.
Right.
last
Put
time.
an H
Yeah.
on your chest and handle it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't mad at Cam doing what he did, man. His first go round at the Super Bowl. He's a pretty young dude, you know.
Nah, he's had problems with losing.
He said it. He said, I'm on record that I'm a sore loser.
Yeah.
So
I mean, everybody
what do
knows.
you want from me?
And what do you expect?
Yeah.
That's true.
There are a lot of rants out there that are worse than Cam Newton's walking off the.
And he didn't say
Podium.
anything.
He was like,
He's
nah,
just like, okay.
nah. And then somebody was
No.
like, in the video, they were like, the plan was to pass the ball and da-da-da-da-da. And he was like,
just like,
and he
right.
got up.
right. Oh, so you do my job now?
Right.
Okay, great.
Maybe they should have given him another hour.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
what it
And it
was.
was like, it was like,
Take
I don't
another
even think he had showered yet.
You know what I mean? Relax a little bit and then
It's tough to deal with, man. It's tough to deal with a loss.
Yeah. Of that caliber.
Yeah.
Hell, I could still remember how shitty I played my last game in high school.
Uh-oh. Wait a second. Dun, dun, dun.
So,
Dun, 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 dun.
you surprised me because I thought you were going to say something different because, it seems like with us, like when I'm always like, no, he's human. Da-da-da, you're like, no, he needs to pull his pants up and get over it. So I'm surprised that you said what you said.
I'm surprised. If it were me, I'd have already been boo-hooing. I'd have been so heated. That locker room would have been fucked up. I'd have been so upset.
Fuck y'all. Like, everybody.
Yeah.
I like when I competed in college, I had a scholarship on the shot put, and I would like win the conference. So this one particular time, I like was in, and I'm like these. So at that moment, obviously I threw. I made it to the finals, and on my last throw, like I won. Yeah. But it was in my mind, I'm like, Man, they can't beat me. But I wouldn't have. I'm a sore loser, but I have sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Maybe because I played sports my whole life,
Yeah.
since I was like 10. So it was like a no-go. Like you always have to shake
Right.
the opponent's hand.
Yeah.
I hated
You're gonna
that
win
shit.
some, you're gonna lose some.
Yeah.
But in my mind, like I feel like I would win majority or most of my competitions or whatever. I had heart per se. So I mean, you can't really fault him for having heart.
I'm not shaking anybody's hand. I hated that shit.
Good game, good game. No, we lost.
wasn't.
Y'all just handed our asses. We didn't. That's not good.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, and even Mr. Manning was very boisterous in expressing that, hey, man, Cam was a great guy, man. He showed me a lot of respect on the field. He played a great game. You know, he did admirable stuff. I'm good. He's good. Y'all stop giving him a hard time.
I mean, that's
but then
Peyton
again, he won.
Yeah, he
so-
won.
Right, like,
But no,
So
no.
he
If
can
you
be that way.
no, if you watched him over his career, he handles losses the way everybody wants to see them handled.
right.
Because
You know what I
he's
mean?
The textbook way.
Yeah.
I mean, he has practice.
he's an American boy.
He grew up in this, in the spotlight. So
American
it's
boy.
different. You know what I mean?
He's like he came from like the white picket fix family.
Yeah, his family got a lot of shit.
Well, but
his dad played on a losing team, so therefore, he grew up like.
I mean, like character
Swallowing.
wise, like they
Swallowing
weren't
the
like
pride.
in trouble for like drugs. And
Oh, no,
all that.
no,
So that's
no,
what I mean by white picket.
No, we're not
fix.
talking about the Bushes.
Yeah, so since you want to get all political, thank
What
you
up?
for leading us right on into
Segue.
this
Hey, man.
next part.
Shoot over the table.
Right.
As you also know, at the Super Bowl, Beyonce was there, shut down the show. She performed her brand new song "Formation," and so last week everybody was uproared about the video with her and Coldplay saying like she's the devil and blah blah blah. So this week when
Wait,
her
I'm
video,
sorry.
it was I
More
didn't even
Illuminati threats.
wanna-
Yeah.
So this
But nobody said anything about Coldplay?
right.
Right.
Because the
We
lead
all
singer,
right now?
his child, Beyonce's the godmother of his child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Apple.
they're like best friends.
Yeah.
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 But
Say
so
anything about okay.
she performed Formation, and in the video is like they have a bunch of like Black Power, Black Liberation, Black Panther symbolisms. At one point, she's sitting on top of a police car, and it's flooding. It's like reminiscent of Hurricane Katrina. And at the end
Yeah.
of the video, the police car
The
goes
symbolism
underwater.
it's strong.
And
I
then they
mean,
had one where it was like a little boy in the hood, little black boy in the hood, dancing in front of like the SWAT team, like a SWAT team of white men, and then it said "Stop killing us." It was a really good video.
Yeah.
So now people are like calling for her neck because they're saying that her video is anti. They're saying
Good
it's
luck.
anti-police and all that good stuff. But what I wanted to point out is the fact that this woman said Red Lobster in a song and boosted their sales 33% on Sunday.
That's a whole lot of goddamn chili baby biscuits.
I don't know.
you understand what I'm saying?
She kept it true. Who does not love red?
Right.
Okay. I love Red Lobster biscuits. Red Lobster food?
But I mean,
That
you really
pasta
go
is
for the
good.
biscuits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up.
Straight up in a little margarita or something,
Right. Something
Like
like
margaritas.
The,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only reason you go there, like their seafood is like fake to me. No shade.
I
Red
think
Lobster.
their pasta
So
is really good.
Yeah.
I go.
I
For
like
I mean, we
the
can
Oscar
shade them
biscuits.
all we want until they give us a check.
Yeah.
That's true.
Plus, they
Like,
got
no shade.
33% increase.
Look,
so why
no
the fuck
shade.
is that?
Yeah.
Like,
Beyonce, if you're listening, the Gray Matter podcast. That's it.
that's one time. Just one time.
Hey, I listen to the Gray Matter podcast on Wednesdays.
Right. The People's Podcast.
The people.
Please,
Right.
please, just
Please.
please.
And that's it.
And so
I haven't hit on her yet. Oh, yes, I did.
don't do that.
I did.
It's
I
okay.
did.
She's watching over us.
She is
and
watching over us.
so
Something else is watching.
yeah, everybody, her tour is coming. I think it starts in
Really?
April.
Hey, wait.
Are you guys
Are you
going?
managing?
I am. I'm gonna be there.
Are you
I,
managing Beyonce?
No, I was just gonna mention the fact that her sales, her proceeds for the tour, a portion of it is going to the people in Flint. That's what I was
what's up.
gonna
Oh,
mention.
okay.
Come
And
through,
considering
B.
the-
I didn't know
That's-
that.
They're $275 tickets. Yeah, you can do that. You can
That's
definitely
cheap.
do that.
Rihanna's tickets are $400.
All right, then.
I mean,
Exactly.
So the $275 tickets.
That's
where am I going to be sitting?
Front row.
Right.
Like front
Oh, really?
row.
Turn up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
front
go
row.
from 40 to 275, and she's having them in the Georgia Dome, so that's why her price point
So
can be
where
smaller.
are the tickets at?
Up at the top, it's not
All
that
the
bad.
way at the way up.
They go on sale on
okay.
Monday
I mean, I went to the Beyonce concert whenever last year, the year before last.
with Jay-Z.
Yeah, I can't be in those leagues.
Yeah.
I
have
did
to
it
be on
because
the
I
floor.
got my tickets
Really?
late, but it wasn't bad.
I
But
mean, it was
it's better
still
than
the
being.
bomb. It was still the bomb, but it's just like I'm pretty sure I would have experienced more
Yeah,
if I would have been
it's
closer.
different.
Right.
Because imagine the Georgia Dome, and I wasn't all the way at the top, but I'm like,
I was.
Right.
you know what I mean?
I was
I'm-
all the
I'm
way at
far
the
away.
top.
Does her sweat catch me if I'm 275? Do I get the sweat?
No. I mean, you
Probably. Well, nah.
Boom.
She
She
has
might wave
beehive
to you.
seats that sit up on the stage, and those are
That's
$1,000.
the problem.
What now?
Beehive seats that are on the stage,
Uh-huh.
and those are $1,000.
Yeah. Like I looked at the actual screen, whatever, instead of the stage, because that's how.
Oh.
I was
mean,
looking
even
at
and I
both
wasn't
of
even
them.
up super high. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. I would rather be on the floor.
Got you.
Me personally.
Wow.
275.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably play.
150.
You can pay $150. My friend had tickets for $125, and she was in the 100s.
That I think we're in like the 200. That's not all the way up, is it?
No, 200
Yeah.
is the second level,
That's where we were. We weren't like super low, but we
I
were
was
super
in the
high,
300s.
midway.
and I still got my life.
I mean, I still got my life, but I would rather.
I would have rather be on the floor, but I did
What's
what
the
I
capacity
did
of the Georgia Dome?
a lot.
25,000?
A lot.
30,000?
Is it? No, I think it's
More?
more than that. 25,000.
Yeah, it was a
50,000?
stadium tour.
Let's Google it.
Let's search engine it.
Yeah, so
They don't pay us.
we're
Either.
gonna figure that one out
do
in
a
a second.
Boolean
But while we're trying to
search.
figure that out, let's talk about two people who probably will never fill out the Georgia Dome by themselves.
Let's do it.
Sierra and Future.
Nope.
Sierra's taking Future to
71,250. 71,250.
And
Oh, wow.
I'm assuming that they're only gonna do like half of the dome, like how the screen is.
Oh,
gonna be.
Beyonce?
It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm pretty sure
the way
she
it's
does.
structured.
it's
You know what I mean?
3/4.
Yeah.
So 3/4.
Oh, yeah.
So 50,000.
A lot of people.
That's a lot of. Whew, a lot of fucking money.
Back to
Right.
Future, yeah.
And it's going to be sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
For
is.
sure.
If
So-
it's not already, by the time we finish this
Monday,
podcast.
Monday,
The tickets
Monday
are
they
on
gonna sell.
sale.
Next
Yeah.
Monday.
Okay.
And it's
Cool.
10 a.m. for the Beehive. I got my code.
All right then.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah.
So it's $15 million. She's suing.
All right. Just,
Let me get it out. Then you can go there.
Here we
She's
go.
suing Future for $15 million for slander and libel, saying that him going on Twitter and in interviews saying that she's a bad mother and is keeping their child away from them, is hindering her from making money and tarnishing her image as an entertainer.
I agree with her, but the money stream with me.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's probably like just trying to teach him a lesson.
Right. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Because he talked cash money about her. Like, for
I don't
real.
need to be here because she's hitting all the notes, man.
Like,
It's just-
she did. She's like really just showing him like, I'm a force to be reckoned with.
right.
Yeah.
And you should watch that. I mean, and he should. That's like.
Because it's
that's-
Sierra versus Future.
Yeah. And like realistically, he probably doesn't even want her. He has the hoes, whatever. But it's just the
I love
fact,
it. The
it's the-
ladies or the hosts.
But it's the fact that like another man is with
Nah.
your ex,
Nah,
your child.
that's not it. Let
I
me
mean,
tell you
I
what
feel
it
like
is.
I don't feel like he's mad about that. I just feel like he's mad about how it looks. 'Cause
Nope.
Perception.
Perception.
Nope.
Because if you, for my opinion, agree to disagree,
Wait till
like
I
that's
speak.
probably I feel like that's a little bit of fuel to his fire.
Yeah.
Not all, but I feel that that's somewhat of the fuel to his fire because you know. Your baby's out with your baby mama with another dude, like,
Yeah.
and he's like the daddy, like
Who's
you're
in
not
the
taking-
spotlight?
like,
Yeah.
you're not taking taking care of your kid at all.
Yeah.
So, I don't
Nope.
know.
No.
What you think,
It's,
Tony?
it's worse than that. I'm going to
Okay.
go deeper.
Go deeper.
It's his pride. Like, had he had someone that was going to replace her emotionally, like if he had a serious relationship with
Right.
someone who was as pretty as, you know what I mean, as
Right.
successful,
Notable.
not just like a video vixen.
Yeah.
No disrespect to them, or but had he felt that he had someone
Yeah.
on that level, as she come on, man, she went to Russell Wilson, this motherfucking Super Bowl winning rich nigga,
right.
talking
Who
that
with
church.
your baby.
But that still aligns with what I said.
It does. That's why I said I'm going to take it deeper. His
Yeah,
pride is hurt.
Right.
Because had he had someone else, he'd have been like, okay, cool. it's still gonna hurt. He'd probably be still concerned about him
Yeah.
calling.
But his pride wasn't hurt when he
thought she was gonna pull a
lost
J-Lo.
in the sauce.
Get
Right.
one of
His pride wasn't hurt when he was saying, what was the song he made right after they broke up?
Whatever, I forgot. They both made a
Was
song.
it? It wasn't
Right.
But his pride was not
What did he say?
I don't remember.
He
His
was mad.
pride- Yeah, he was mad. He went he had a whole little rant.
Because
on,
she
like,
left
Twitter.
him.
Yeah.
That's all. This,
Right.
It doesn't matter, rich or poor.
Oh yeah.
If you get the
But
person
why
doing
did she leave him though?
exactly, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
He was lost in the
It
sauce.
doesn't matter though because you're still gonna be consumed with your pride and what you think
Right,
Right.
So,
So-
it's like, oh, I got dumped, so now I look like a clown.
in the spotlight.
Yeah,
Right.
in the
Yeah.
spotlight.
And my baby mama with a millionaire Super Bowl.
Somebody who's
Looking
more
like
famous
a
than
quarterback.
happy family with my baby.
with my
Right.
kid.
And
Yeah,
then,
On the
not-
regular.
Not to mention, I've never seen a picture with Future and his babies on social media. I mean, I don't follow him now, but I'm just saying repost.
but yeah, you could with all the stuff that's going on, it shouldn't
Right.
be rare.
Right.
And I actually saw him with DJ Khaled smoking.
Mhm.
But I didn't see
Yeah.
the baby.
No babies.
I hardly ever see him like with a woman or like with his children, like in the family. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
That's not a part of his
That's
image.
not
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not his image now. So
I was about to say,
understand. I mean,
But if he's
especially
upset-
promoting his new.
If
album.
he's
2
upset,
Chainz be having his family and kids out,
he's
but
not-
that ain't his image neither.
He's not 2 Chainz.
Word.
He's
I mean,
Future.
no shade to him at all. But
No,
I'm
I
just
know
saying,
what you're saying, but it's kind of like if you're upset,
you can't really be.
you have to understand.
Right.
I had to learn this myself. Once you separate, divorced, whatever it is, you have no control over anything. Your influence is shit, and
Right.
don't let her find a new dude. You might as well just. Now, I'm not saying kiss it goodbye,
And that was,
but
I think that the slander was his way of trying to regain control or have some type of
it's kind
control.
of I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. That's all.
That's
I'm
still
saying.
a little,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna take him some time until you let it go, man.
Right.
You gotta let it go, man. Go get one of these Smooth magazine chicks. That's what I do. Shit.
He got plenty.
Did he say
That
smooth?
ain't. That's not the point. There, somebody's not
Smooth
doing their
He
job.
said smooth.
Smooth
He
magazine.
had Black China. Well, maybe that
I
was
thought
all
that
the
was like,
stunt.
I thought that was
She's
like
not hot to
publicity
me.
for
Remember, it's chest, not
his
checkers.
video.
Yeah, I think that was for his video.
Yeah.
But she really got that tattoo, and she like had to go get it taken off
Yeah.
last week. Like that was a real tattoo.
That was probably like a semi-permanent tattoo.
She got it lasered off on her Snapchat.
Semi-permanent.
She was getting it lasered off on her
And
Snapchat.
we're gonna do advertisement for semi-permanent tattoo artists here on the Great Matter Podcast.
But they do that for like eyebrows. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. I won't do it, but
Hey, if it's that deep where you have to have
real.
someone tattoo some shit on your face, cosmetically, forever, I don't know.
Megan Good has tattooed eyebrows.
you think so?
She
That's why
does.
they look like that.
She said that a long time ago. She's had them ever since she's been in the industry.
And you know why her eyebrows look? Shit's probably up there. You know, the older you get,
The face started
your
to sag, but
sink a
her
little
eyebrows
bit, and
still
her
like
eyebrows
this.
still stick up. And it seems like her arch gets sharper and sharper
Every year, right?
year. Oh, that's why.
She keep having the tattoo artist touch it up.
Like
And she can go get it removed too.
a little bit more.
Huh.
So
Put your forehead like this.
that is
Okay, don't move.
60 seconds of crack.
Don't move.
We're getting to the good part, getting to the meat of it. But before we shoot over to Miss Ramona O and learn more about Tall Tales TV and the Tall Tales blog, we're gonna shoot you some footage for the wardrobe remix that I've been talking to you guys about. So check it out now.
Yeah.
It's a remix time.
Yeah. 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 Hey.
So it wasn't dead air. It's done.
No, because he just now.
I know that means we start talking now.
Oh, I'm back.
You did this last time.
No, I did
Hey,
not.
so
Yes, you
anyway,
did.
I caught it last time.
he caught it and everybody caught it and
Jesus.
everybody we're catching it. All right.
You like
caught
this?
Yeah. That was an amazing.
YouTube.
That was an amazing video.
Yes, that's about the behind the
Yes.
scenes footage.
Jada Cole did it.
Oh yeah, Jay Nicole did it, but Ramona O picked me.
Right. Oh yeah, like yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you guys want to see the full video, head over to YouTube, Ramona O's page, Tall Tale TV. just type in Tall Tale TV, or you can go to Instagram and click the link in her bio. And what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Ramona_O. That's it.
Yep.
Now, when you say
Yeah.
tall tales, is it TLE or TAI?
Oh,
TAIL.
TALE.
ES.
Okay.
Tales about my life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I try to be transparent when I do write blog posts, even though I dedicated the first month of the year to my project, my wardrobe remix project.
I was a hard project, y'all.
No, she was not. But we actually both have jobs, so that was something I was
Yes.
doing, on the weekend,
So, why Tall Tales?
I started Tall Tales initially a year last November, because I would always post like videos on my social media, pictures on my social media, and everybody would always ask, where do you get your clothes from? All this and all that. And I was like, you know what, I'll start a blog. And then I thought that I could actually make a difference with the blog to empower women like me, because I know that I haven't always been comfortable with who I am,
No, wait a minute. When you say women like you,
Yeah,
what does
those
that
tall
mean?
women.
Yes.
Okay.
Tall
So for the listeners and the viewers, how tall are you?
I always get like debates when I tell people I'm 5'11" and some change. No, you're not. You 6'4". I'm like literally every time I go to the doctor, they don't even like mark me at 6 feet. But I'm gonna say I'm 6 feet, so I won't have any controversy. I don't care about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think
say this. I do the same thing.
Yeah, just like I'm 6 feet, and I have to like do like the mirror or the like glass reflection test for people.
Yeah.
Girl was like, "Oh, I'm 6 feet," and I was like, "Okay, you can."
We the same
Right.
height.
Right.
Oh dang! Oh yeah, you're right. I know I talk like that.
I told you,
I know what the fuck I
was saying.
So yeah.
So, I'm a fellow tall woman,
Right, tall team.
and growing up for me,
I love these hashtags.
I was
Tall team.
Tall team.
I
Team
was
tall.
always the tallest
Tall
person,
tales.
like in my friendship circles,
Right.
with guys, all that kind of stuff. How was that? How was growing up? Like, were you the tallest person, like in your area, or like?
Well, I was probably like the tallest person, not in my school, but as far as the girls in my
Like the
school.
girls.
But I played basketball so many years when I was young, and I played for good teams. So I would be like forward and center, but it would be women. I mean, girls taller than I was.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
I would always be around somebody that was like my height or taller. So because I played sports, so I didn't feel like
Awkward.
an alien. But I did have an issue in the 8th grade.
What's the issue?
This is when I started to resent my height.
Really?
A guy was like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty, but you're too tall."
Oh.
Yeah. So then I'm like, "Damn, I would have been with the cute guy at school." You know what I'm saying? Everybody like his guy, but he doesn't want me because I'm tall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then that was the moment I'm like,
He's insecure. So
It's
yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah, but when I'm in 7th,
Right,
8th
right,
grade,
right,
I'm not
right.
Yeah.
thinking like he's insecure. I'm thinking,
Right.
like, damn, he's cute. Like,
It's okay.
so
you
now,
probably-
and I see, like, I actually coached the girl at Mays High School. I shouldn't tell. Damn. Anyways, she's like,
Edit that out.
Yeah, whatever. She's like 6'7", 6'5", or 6'7", and so
Wow.
I see her sometimes just like walking, just trying to like fit
Right,
in.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's like sad because like that's how God made you. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can really do about it.
What? Like
Stop it. Sorry.
Stop-
I was
yeah.
stop slouching.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
like yeah,
But
like
I'm just
I,
saying, you now you'll notice it when you see tall women.
Yeah.
You'll see like sometimes they don't stand up tall.
right.
They
They kind of like.
lean over a little.
I was
bit.
just about to
I'm
say
like,
that.
Just give me a little inch off my height.
We're-
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
We're gonna.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
keep going, brother. I'm sorry.
No, that's actually what I was gonna make mention to is that I think it's definitely a confidence thing when you have people who are judging you or looking at you because of your physical appearance without even trying to give you like few moments to say, okay, well, who is this person? This, regardless if you're tall or short.
Right.
So that guy who in the 8th grade, he probably has a learning disability and is in prison now. So it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I mean, no,
right.
but that was my onset of like my problems with being me.
Right.
I never had an issue. Well, I'm too. I mean, all women always say they're too fat. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't an underlying issue.
Yeah.
My issue was with something that I genuinely couldn't change.
Right.
And I used to, and also my shoe size. I always would wish that I was 5'10" and I wore a size 10 shoe.
Nope.
That's it.
You can't find 10s because I wear 10.
Yeah, I mean, but
sometimes 11.
I would just get an 11 instead of wearing an 11 and have to get a 12.
yeah.
I have more options.
Right.
only because I have more options.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only
And
reason.
partially because my toes are long as hell, and I'm like, God, you can just chop them in half.
So she has all the fetishes.
Yeah, so
There are men out there who like tall chicks.
yeah.
And long toes.
Yeah, I'm not a toe foot fetish person.
Oh
not a
yeah, I don't
fan.
really like nobody on my toes now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like I hate.
Like,
The only
don't-
person that touches my feet is Tammy.
Is that your nail lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. She Asian?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Me.
Tammy.
Shout out to Tammy and Getting Nails. Go see her. I'm not going back over there because they treated me badly last time, but I still love Tammy.
Listen, so
It's the
by the
weirdest
way,
shout out I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
shout out to everybody down there, Buckshots. I ain't going down that motherfucker. Fuck.
Y'all can
But
take
I
y'all
love,
ass.
look, I love Tammy. Look, give her props. She wasn't
Right.
there when they did me wrong. So
So I thought Russell Simmons made it cool to date taller women.
right.
That's-
Because
that was-
Kimura
Is
was
his
like,
girlfriend taller than?
Right.
Oh,
No,
Russell
remember- yeah,
Simmons.
yeah.
yeah, Russell
but
Simmons.
but she wasn't slouching over. She put on her heels,
She was
Right.
a supermodel.
stood by her man,
Yeah.
and
Right.
her armpits, and like, what's up?
right.
What's your height minimum? Because I've always
I
had
was gonna
that.
ask that question
Yeah.
based on her.
So, Jazz, you just going to take all the
Yeah.
good questions, huh?
Okay, you
Don't
gotta
dominate.
ask
I'm
me.
vibing because we
Thank
tall
you.
girls in this together.
Oh, that's what it
Shut
is?
your ass up.
Yes.
You already had personal time. You gotta sit down.
Right. We'd have talked about your motherfucking makeover.
Yeah, you know.
Shit.
So do you date shorter guys?
No, I did, but I have an experience where I don't date taller men. I mean, shorter men anymore.
Really?
Should I?
Do you care?
Please elaborate.
Go ahead.
I'm so extra, but I'll tell you guys.
Okay.
So it was a guy that I dated in high school,
Uh-huh.
and he was cool. So we like reunited when I got into.
Did it feel so good?
No, not reunited, not reunited, but just
No,
reunited.
like the song. The song. Reunited.
yeah.
It feels like.
It's all right.
Not reunited.
Not reunited. Tony,
just saying,
Tony,
I-
get on your job.
I'm just
Don't
saying, not
reunite.
reunited. You know, I'm trying to hook now.
Right.
So, he was cool, always a sweet guy. So he wanted to see me, and when I came back home, I was like, okay, we'll see him. So at this moment, he wanted to like stand up and like kiss, right?
Oh shit.
Oh,
So I kind of felt weird, but I didn't say anything. But as he was like stand up, he was trying to like dance. I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling it,
Right,
But
like,
then when this mud, I don't want to say.
yeah.
When this mud stuck around my neck,
Die.
I felt legit like the man.
Yeah.
So I
That's what-
literally set my tall big ass down.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, if you want to kiss me, we can kiss sitting down because I'm uncomfortable. So for me, listen, nobody else was around. Nobody was looking, no gawkers, anything like that. It was how I felt.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, listen, I'm right at 6 feet. The man I love, he's 6'1", straight. If I
Right.
have on heels and I'm taller, cool. But when I'm walking in the house and he wants to hug me, we
Right.
right here. He's not.
He ain't trying to reach up for
He's
you.
not reaching up.
baby.
Like imagine
Like,
when
just
you
step
see that for a couple, you always see the woman like
Right.
which-
Yeah, I feel
Boy,
like
when
the
I
man
tell
is
you,
supposed to be taller.
I cringe now because of that feeling. That's why
Ooh.
I would never, ever say never ever. Lord, I'm just saying. That's why I haven't because of that
Right.
feeling. I talked to him the other week.
I think
Cool.
it's definitely.
And if you hear it, that's why.
I think that definitely speaks to like how women that they need that
I don't like standing next to short
that
people.
protective essence, and when you are being reached around the neck to embrace in a moment of intimacy, that you're not protected.
That's the real deal for me.
Right.
But I have a friend who graduated. Well, she didn't graduate with me, but she graduated college, the same college I went. Her husband is legit like maybe 3 or 4 inches shorter than her, and she may be like 5'10". She's a part of the tall team.
Yeah.
But she doesn't feel uncomfortable, so it like works for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what?
But
You just crushed my spirits.
yeah. You gotta stay crushed, baby.
There's a height limit. You got to be this tall to ride this ride.
Hey, first of all,
Oh, hell
I
no.
created the fucking ride. Fucking man on that ride.
It's just weird. Like when we used to go out all the time.
People stand in line for this ride.
It'd be like somebody, he like 5'4", 5'6", or probably not even that short, but the fact that you got on heels, when I put my heels on, I'm like 6'4". So like it's dude coming like he like not even at my shoulder with my heels on or shorter than that, and he like coming up to me. Did you get that a lot?
But this is the thing. I always ask, like, okay, I have heels on, so feel like God anyways. And then, you know, I put on heels, I'm still above everybody, looking over, overseeing everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dudes always putting 2-3 inches on their height. Now,
Of course.
you know, you saying you 5'10", damn, he 5'8". Well, I'm 5'9".
So it's kind of like when women say, "I've been with a certain amount of men."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
I was
because
about
they
to
don't
say
probably
that.
count the one-nighters, like one-timers.
You see?
Or the-
logic.
The one-nighters, not even like a one-night stand, but like quick, not even mini man, the second man's. Like,
Yeah.
why would you count that? You know what I mean?
So wait,
Sorry.
It's like
You know
Tony,
what?
when you be dribbling and you lose the ball, you touch the ground real quick. Oh, no.
I didn't get shook, you know what I'm saying?
I just, I lost
know
my
what?
foot.
Yeah.
I lost my
no,
foot.
I sprained my ankle.
So, you know, there's a term that is commonly used with beautiful women of your stature,
With
Amazon.
Yeah.
How do you take that term?
Normally when I get that term, I'm being hit on by
Mhm.
you old big Amazon. Damn.
Wait.
Yeah. So it's always like so. In
I'm
for
not
me,
a piece of meat, sir.
I'm specific for me. I'm like I'm not easily offended with stuff like that. I'm like, oh,
Right.
thank you. Like like my pretty big girls. My coach used to always say that to us when.
I just can't be
And the
pretty.
other girl, but the other girls would be like, why can't we just be pretty? Why you pretty big girls? I was like, girl, because we're big girls.
You pretty and you big.
And then I don't even necessarily take big as like weight. I'm like big.
Big.
You know what I mean? And when I walked into a kindergarten class and the little girl said, "Oh my God, you're so big," I couldn't do anything but laugh because I'm big, especially like she was a little white girl, cute,
Right.
platinum blonde hair, cute little girl. She probably hadn't
She was
seen
a
anybody
token.
as tall as me as a woman.
Or
Yeah.
black.
Oh yeah, so she probably like.
Black and as tall as you.
I was like,
And black.
Like she was like,
So I mean, I've been getting, and I've been like this height since the 8th grade. Like,
wow.
if I've grown any, it probably like, I was legit had to be like 5'9" in 8th grade, if not what I am now.
So I was telling Wayne earlier, I went to the store, and this happens to me all the time. You'll see people staring at you, like they'll look at your face, and they immediately go down to your feet to see if you have on like heels or something. Do people do that to you, or do you notice that?
Now I have like tunnel vision,
Yeah.
and I don't want to sound like I always have people like staring at me.
Yeah.
So I just have tunnel vision.
It's
you know
okay,
what I mean?
sound
I just
uppity.
like, you know,
Mm-mm.
I'm always it's like no matter where I go, I always see somebody looking at me in some type of way. So I just keep it moving. I just I just keep it trucking.
In stride.
Yeah. So
Bam. Bam. Bam.
So, and you know why? When I was in college, like,
Yeah.
seriously.
That was
We were
your
standing
rebirth.
out on the side of the yard for some reason. Like, for real, like, what are you looking at? Like, what is he looking at? Or
Right.
what are they looking at? And then, bro, and you're confident. So, like, why wouldn't anybody look at you?
It
So
made
he
you
said,
feel
I was like,
right. You was like,
word, you know what I'm saying? And then when I would start to notice, especially women, they'll look at you, but they won't say anything.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person like, oh, girl, you look good. You know what I
Right.
mean? And some people always give compliments, but it's fake. But
Yeah.
anyways, so people will look and admire you or whatever, and then I would have women to come to me after, like in college, like,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you the other day when they saw I was like, cool,
Yeah.
like, where do you shop or something like that. So
Yeah.
maybe they were staring because I'm like taller than them or as big as them,
Right.
And like, how the hell are you dressing like this or that, you know? Because plus size fashion has evolved within the last few years. Well,
Yeah.
not few, probably like the last decade.
Yeah.
And that's been, since I've been in college. So,
It's oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead.
It's ironic that you made the mention to saying that some people give like off-brand comments or
heard that.
compliments, and they say stuff like, "Oh yeah, you look really nice," and then you say, well, some people give compliments and it's fake. Like, being a person that is of your stature and of your beauty, like when you encounter people like that, like how can you decipher them? Like, do you say, oh, like that's just another fake comment, they just trying to be whatever, or like how can you determine like when people are being genuine with you?
I don't really try. out because it's like a waste of time.
Yeah.
I mean, because then it goes back to like you really care about what people think.
Right.
Like I'm content with who I am, like for real.
Right.
So it's like, you know, you don't really have to tell me I look good. I thank you for a compliment. I'm gonna be appreciative, but I already know.
And I ask that because a lot of times, you know, I mean, even with the show and like the people that we are, the people that we're becoming a part of the show, some people approach us and they're like, oh, yeah, you guys are cool. I really like your show, blah, 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 blah. And then like a couple of messages down, a couple comments down, or a couple of weeks later, like, so what you think about me getting on the show? Or what you think about me doing this?
Oh,
what
like
you think?
if they're...
You know what I mean?
Okay, so in that instance, excuse me, I don't feel like they don't feel like the show's great, but they're just opportunities. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And they are just bandwagoners or whatever you call that. They just want to jump on like, I mean, that shit about to come pop off.
Let me hop on up in there.
Right.
While they're on the journey, but at the same time, you'll be able to going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then normally people like that don't really have anything going on.
Right.
So what are you gonna come on the show and talk about?
Right.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You always be able.
It's a lot of. I mean, I'm telling you, man. It's a lot of people who are opportunists. You know, men will. You know, they see a person like you and they be like, "Man, I feel like I wanna. You know, I ain't never been with nobody that tall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like they might be like, you
Yo,
know, like
tall glass of water.
Right.
Get out my face.
Whatever you'll say as far as a pickup line for a woman, I think I've heard them all.
Give us one.
Really?
Give us the funniest one. Give us the funniest one and give us the worst one.
Here we go.
Dang, it's just so many. But the one that's like really, dude.
Yeah.
I was in South Korea, I believe, and we were all sitting down, and it was some guys behind us, and we went to this, and this guy just came in, and he was like, "I ain't scared of you. I can take you. I can handle your big pretty ass." And I was like,
what?
Word, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was like, "I ain't scared of you. What y'all doing later?" I'm like, "Bro, you really gonna book at me?"
Right, you just
And
bucked
try
at
to-
me.
Right.
I had an incident happen around like the Christmas break where we were in the club. I went to a party with my friend, and for me, it's just like he was asking everybody to move, and I was like, "Sir, I've moved like you want me to go." Immediately, he's like, "If you don't move, I was like, bruh, like, I was like, you need to chill. I was like, I'm still a lady, like, chill out. And I just like looked at all the other women. I like laughed because all the other women were like petite. And then when he came to me, like I'm up here, like I got to regulate on this big bitch because she ain't gonna be like, dude, just because I'm big doesn't mean first of all,
you don't gotta treat me like
you
that.
don't have to treat me like shit. And second of all, like I'm not going to dance floor. I'm just here to look cute.
Right.
I paid my money. I can stand this. What you mean?
Right.
So I mean, in that instance, like I can't lie and say I wasn't feeling like some type of way, like why
singled
you gotta treat
out.
me like shit?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I told him, and I made sure I was like, bro, you need to chill out. Like I'm not moving.
Right.
And I was like, bro, you need to calm down because you are tripping.
Right.
Like that. And he kind of like backed up. And I told the owner or whatever. I was like, first of all, I don't know who bro is, but I'm in here to have a good time. He trying to get paid tonight.
Right.
And I was like, I'm a lady. And he just disrespected. For no reason. I was like, I've moved 4 times. I don't have anywhere else to go. I'm sitting over here and I'm not moving anymore. So
Jeez,
you
man.
know? So in that instant, you know what I'm saying, I was mad. I got over it. But I mean, I know it's because I'm big. So I know why it is.
Well,
so
no, I mean, it's because he's stupid too.
it's because he's stupid because he can't handle
yeah.
how I am.
Yeah.
But it's because of me.
It's not her fault, but
it's
she's
not my fault.
he
But I'm just
acted
saying
that way because of her.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not taking offense to it. I just know what
It comes
is.
with the territory.
It comes with like if once you experience like what I've experienced like all the time, like whatever.
What you got cooking over there, Tony?
Nothing. I just want to know. I wanted to bring it back to the blog because I was curious.
Yeah,
okay.
Please.
Go ahead.
I forgot now. No. As far as fashion and just the whole makeover aspect and also writing about it for women like you, as you stated, where do you want to go? Where do you want to take it?
Actually, I would love for Tall Tales to be like meet up with tall women across the world. That aspect, I don't know.
That would be cool.
Whatever, Lord, you know.
Yeah.
But limitless opportunities because I just feel like tall women are underrepresented, like in general. Whether you're plus size, skinny, whatever, like, you know, you only see like short or tall. I mean, or short or plus size.
Right.
Yeah.
Like fine or thick fine or something.
Right.
It's not really a height
Right, I
restraint
see
in
what
like
you're saying.
social media.
Right.
Whatever, yeah. So, I mean, I would love for my blog to generate more money or not money.
Money,
Look,
dollar,
money.
Let me rephrase
money
that.
donations.
You know, I would love for it to be that.
Sponsorships.
Yeah. So this year that was my goal for Tall Tales to generate money.
Oh, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Like, what's the goals?
Yeah.
No, what's your goals for this year?
For this year to make money off my blog, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Monetary.
It's monetary. Like, but I like to do like what I did for Jasmine. Like, yeah, I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? And it came all out of my pocket. You know?
And she gave me a lot of really good clothes that I would have not picked out myself.
And I really wish that I would have like picture of like everything I gave to post.
I don't think Jazz got rid of anything.
It's all in the closet.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
great.
just take a little picture of it, you know.
I got you.
But
Send it to me.
My closet went from this to this.
turn up options.
Yeah, I do have a lot of options now. With Valentine's Day being around the corner, what? Why are you rubbing your hands like that?
I'm ready. I got my
You
bird
ready?
man. I got my bird
What?
man. Bird man.
What are some, I guess, dating tips that you would give women? Like,
I'm probably not the one to give dating tips because I don't want to say I'm not the normal, like, you know. I mean, I would want something for Valentine's Day. That's cutesy, but I
go.
wouldn't be like slighted if I didn't get it. If we were just chilling, I'm cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's based on how you treat me. If that's the only time you're gonna give me something, my birthday, Valentine's Day, what up? Hell yeah, give me something. But I'm just saying, like women get like. It's oversaturated, you know.
Yeah.
I need a Valentine's Day gift or a Valentine's but dude's not treating you right anyways.
Right.
But this one day.
So you think it's the reset holiday? Like Valentine's Day is like the reset button holiday. Like either it's gonna go good or it's gonna go bad. Like either I'm gonna dump your ass or we're gonna take it to the next level.
Or I just want to be with somebody doing Valentine's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. For women, I feel like they just need somebody. Like, you doing on Valentine's Day? Not all women. Look, not all women. Not
Percentage
all
of the
women.
women you know.
My friends are a bit older, you know, a little older than I am, you know, 30s, mid-30s. Like, they don't get too pressed about it. You know what I mean? And then, like, the older I get, the more mature we become, and, like, certain things don't
They don't bother
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, don't get me wrong, we can go get something to eat. You know what I mean? You can acknowledge the holiday, but if you don't like go spend $1,000 on me, I'm Gucci. Like, you can literally write me a note, something like for like, some like the guy that I love. Like for my birthday one time, he just gave me like my favorite candy, sweet note, balloons. I'm like, oh my God, he knows my favorite candy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the thought that counts.
Stuff that I didn't think he
Putting
really
thought
paid attention
into
to,
it.
but that's when I was on like M&M's hard. Like hard.
They was like crack.
They were like crack.
Like 60
And I
seconds
don't
of
even
crack.
eat candy all the time, but I would eat some of those like every week. Like, give me king size. I don't know where the hell he got those. It was a big ass bag. I said, look at that. Oh. And like, nigga probably didn't spend up $20. But I was like happy because, and then like he got a card that like correlated with the theme for my little birthday or whatever. And I was like, oh, he kind of like thought about it.
Right.
So it just depends on the person. Because most of the time girls want the flashy things so they can like post it on social media. Oh, girl, I got these little things. I got these, just set piece or whatever to show everybody else what their man has done for them.
Right.
Versus, is that what you really wanted? You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Now, you've mentioned this a couple of times, so I let it slide the first time. The man that you love.
Yeah.
Like, what's that about? Are you married?
No.
Your boyfriend?
She said,
I'm just
no.
saying.
I'm just not gonna like act like I am single, but I'm not gonna act like I don't have feelings for somebody. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of women do. Just because you're not in a relationship with somebody, it's like you.
Yeah, they let the feelings
for
subside.
whoever you.
A lot of women do that?
Yes, like because they want to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? I have people that I talk to, and I really don't like. I definitely don't.
You know
love
it
them.
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I know
you
that-
feel this way about this other person.
Do
So,
they know it's
all
not
right.
going anywhere?
Right.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I don't like call them; they call me.
Okay.
Pimp.
I mean, not like that, and it's not even like on a sexual thing. Like they're just my friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they hit me up or whatever. If we want to go out, we can. But I wouldn't even do that to myself because I'm just like a one man kind of. So if I'm like emotionally wrapped into one person,
Yeah.
even though like whatever's going on or whatever, it's just like wow, yeah.
Right.
I'm just doing it
Because you know where you want to be.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you ever want to just do something and just want to, I'm not even going to.
I was
Yeah,
like,
so I mean-
Oh
There
Lord
you go.
Jesus!
That- I mean,
Hey,
that's-
you said more raunchy shit
I
today
did.
than I have.
A little bit.
I've been behaving.
You
All right.
have
Thank you.
quite well, actually.
All right. So why aren't you with this?
I feel like it's timing and that we both feel.
long did we talk? Have we? I think we kind of covered long distance relationships.
Yeah, it's
before.
bullshit and it doesn't work, which is why she's single.
So I mean, we've never like he's tried to move to Atlanta, but it hasn't happened. You know
Is
what
he
I
in
mean?
prison?
No. He's
What,
not in
what
prison.
the fuck is wrong with him?
I mean, as far as jobs, like I would,
Atlanta is full. They don't have the job market for Atlanta is horrible. I don't know how these people keep moving here.
like
What is he, a
seriously.
diamond miner?
I'm not gonna tell his profession. I'll tell you off.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
we'll talk about it off.
Oh, definitely. I'll tell you about
Yeah,
it.
like I want to hear about another nigga.
So, your style, how has it evolved from, like, for me, with this remix, my style is evolving into, because I'm a t-shirt, sweatpants, jeans, flats, you know, that's me.
You seen it?
And I'm like, you gave me a lot of pieces that are versatile, where I can wear this shirt with like some dress pants and wear it to work, or wear it with some khakis or like some jeans and wear it out. Like, so how did your style evolve to where you could, you know, pick out those pieces and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I have to say this. I'm like from Atlanta, and I feel like everybody from Atlanta, for real, they're like materialistic in some shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? Like if you're from Atlanta, like you just care about your appearance or how you dress. Like when I was coming up, it was just like
Do that again.
when I was coming up. Oh my God. When I was coming up, you know,
One time, man.
So first and foremost, I'm from Atlanta, and I feel like people from Atlanta, when the J's come out, when this or that. But I was more so in urban wear, you know, high school, all of
Right.
that. And then I couldn't find clothes my size. You know, when the Anichi was out,
Right.
they had like the cute Anichi skirts and tops. And
like
I can't
what?
fit the skirts. They're too little.
Right.
And I found this lady. I would take her the size 40 shorts, and she would make me skirts out of the
That's
jeans.
what's up.
Oh, wow.
And like, everybody, oh my God, you look so cute. Yep. You know. so I started my college years off with my urban wear, just cute. And then I was like formed, shaped for my mom. No, like I'm
No
tall.
shade, Mom.
Yeah, no shade. I'm tall. You're tall. You don't have to wear heels.
Right.
You know, like people wear heels because they want to be tall.
Right.
So I never really wore heels because my mom never bought me any.
Yeah.
Right.
I just got whatever tennis shoes I wanted or whatever, and I didn't need heels because I.
Right. Heels typically will accentuate your A-line or the symmetry of your body from your waist to your legs.
So I didn't start wearing heels
This
like
nigga.
until
Hey,
I
that's
started buying my own clothes.
Right.
And that's when I really started to figure out what type of clothes I like, my style in college. And that's when I really started to get into
Yeah.
thrifting. That's before everybody was thrifting, by the way. Right after
You
college.
was ahead of the curve.
Y'all was ahead of the curve. So I would like go to the thrift store and I would see all of these pieces. I was like, oh my God. And a lot of stuff I couldn't wear, but I would see this.
Right.
And then I would make so many cute outfits from, you know, thrift store stuff. And so as I'm blogging, you know, since the plus size industry has become oversaturated, so many different outlets to find clothes, I want to just make sure I'm true to what I love, and that is vintage. So you'll always see me something from the thrift store.
I can being from Atlanta, I can definitely agree with a little bit of what you're saying, because I think that we're such a large metropolis for a southern region that we're in constant competition with the other metropolises that are very big in fashion, California, New York.
Right.
So, you know, it does come off like that. You know what I mean? Like it comes off like, oh yeah, the people from Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Stand
Like,
them.
but I mean, growing up, when I was growing up, like you couldn't go to school if you didn't look a certain way. You couldn't go to school if you had a certain kind of shoes, blah, blah, blah. It was just
I
about
went
it.
to Mays. My aren't used to Diddy, so you already know. Don't come up in Mays with no sketches on, bruh.
No,
I had some
it wasn't gonna fly.
Reeboks. I had on some Reeboks one time after, like, when they used to have the sale for 2 for $88. I had, because my daddy used to just go and buy our stuff. Like, he would never let us pick our own stuff out. He wouldn't let my mama take us to go, like, shop and stuff because he didn't like the stuff that she let us pick out. So he would take us to go shoe shopping and all that kind of stuff. And I had the 2 for $88 Reeboks. I had no fashion sense, no idea that you're not supposed to have these on. My friends, they did like the modern, the old time. What are those? Like they was like, oh, Reebok wearing that. Like they went in on me. I did not wear those shoes after that day.
And then like I had a little kid to say, "What?"
It's like, what?
And I'm like, bro, like these shoes cost $200, bro. They're like, and I had to school them because I'm like, baby, listen, I know you a kid. But you saying, what are those? My shoes cost more than yours.
Exactly. No, straight up.
And my friend was like, girl, I told him because he needs to know.
You just made me feel old.
Me?
With the 2 for $88. As I was an adult when buying the 2 for. Oh, I can get them from the.
I was like in middle school.
I get those
Middle school and high school.
Like-
Yeah, I was in high school because I knew. Yep.
Which
Yeah,
Those
like-
and the 2 for $88 felines.
The thing about that though is that
In the
people-
metropolises.
No snow.
No, it's no.
Man, get out of here, man. Don't be mad at me, man.
Bad.
That's
Listen.
what we are, man.
Listen, on some real shit. Like people, this is my gripe with
Now he want to be hood. Go ahead.
This is my gripe with people in fashion. Like a lot of times, it's a difference between being fashionable and being trendy.
Yes.
A lot of times, people like to be like, "Oh, I want to wear." They mannequin shop. They're like,
Ramona
"Oh, I
is
see what's on."
fashionable because she knows
exactly
what to put together and
exactly.
all that kind of stuff.
A lot of
And
times,
then a lot of people when they're trendy, like they can go out of style really quickly.
Yeah.
right?
Because
they're
you start
trying to keep
look-
up with the trends.
Yeah, you start to look like everybody else, and that's
Right.
not the goal.
Yeah.
At all.
People don't realize like you don't have to have $1,000 belt. You don't have to have $600 jeans to look nice. You can have that stuff. You can have those high end designers in your collection, but you can piece it together with classic stuff. Classic clothes don't go out of style.
They
Staples.
sure don't.
You know what I mean? Like that's why you have so many people vintage shopping now or thrifting because it's so much classic material that comes from
Came
different
right on back
areas.
around.
It just comes right back around because it's classic. It's never gonna go out of style.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
It's like you guys are gonna ask me something weird, but I'm ready.
I feel like Tony was going to say something.
I mean, I feel like we should ask a couple of Valentine's themed questions like
Yo, why do people put M on Valentine's?
Valentine's.
Put an M.
M is Valentine.
Because we from the
it's
South.
Valentine.
Valentine.
Apostrophe.
Valentine.
Valentine's.
Yeah.
Valentine's.
Valentine.
Valentine's.
Time.
Why do people
Time.
put M on Valentine?
Oh.
The same.
Country.
No,
Country.
What's your
it's not just
ideal-
country.
The same. Wait, the same people who say Alzheimer's.
Yeah. And
He
the
got
same-
Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah.
So exactly. So, in your many experiences with different dating experiences, can you name one really, 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 really good date and one really, 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 really bad date?
Oh, I have good dates. I'll go with the bad one first.
Of course you will.
So
She's smart.
it was a dude. He tried to talk to me like at on Peter Street 255. Maybe, I think.
Yep.
One of those bars. I don't know, 255. So he asked me to go out or whatever. So we go to Noche. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay,
Noche.
cool. You know, I like Noche. Oh, this was my first time going. Now I like Noche. I was like, okay, cool. Bro, like when the tickets came out, bro was just like, you got it. I bought wine at the crib for you. Cause he wanted me to meet. Look, he wanted me to meet him at his house or whatever. So I met him there. I met him there, and he was like, "Oh, what type of wine you like?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "So where we gonna go?" He was like, "Oh, I was gonna go to Noche." And he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "You want me to drive, or you want to drive?" And I was like, "You ain't got." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I didn't go check behind the house, but I'm like, why would you want me to drive? My 95 Toyota Corolla.
So you think somebody did a daddy daycare on this nigga and dropped him off at your house to go on the date?
I met him at his house,
Lord.
and then he was like, you want to drive on? I was like, I was driving. I was like, I was gonna say I'm gonna drive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, whatever.
Well,
So then you get to the restaurant.
Get to the restaurant, and he asked me what my favorite wine was. So he had the pool table up. We playing pool, drinking wine before we go out to eat. And I'm like,
right.
oh, okay. We get to the restaurant. Dude was like, you got this? I was like,
your wine must have been real expensive.
$9.
What kind of wine was it?
Oh, Jesus.
Whatever, the little cheap Cabernet line, the house, the shit. It wasn't more than $10. So, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'll pay for mine, and you can pay for your own, but I'm definitely not gonna pay for yours. I was like, bro, how you gonna ask me to go take?
Right, yeah, that's.
I was like, bro, how you gonna ask me out to eat, and then ask me to pay for the bill?
He brought the wine.
Yeah, and that's what he said. I bought the wine. I was like, oh, okay. So then he called me another time.
Wow.
And asked me to go. I didn't call him. He called me another time and asked to go to the movies, and I was like, oh, okay.
You got the tickets?
And then I was
driving?
I was like, I'm not really used to talking to a guy like you. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, because you keep tabs. I paid for this, you paid for that. I'm not really used to that.
Right.
And especially dude, no chase cheap. A la carte. Dude, shit was like $20. You tripping. You know what I mean?
Wait, the bill?
You want to go to San Francisco? I get the wine if you got it.
After that, he legit said you better be lucky I'm talking to you.
What?
Oh
yeah. They'll go there. See, one thing about it is men, they talk certain ways to women who are bad. I honestly believe that. You guys may not believe that, but I've heard people in college say, "I'm trying to get me a fat bitch with low self-esteem tonight."
Yeah.
Oh man,
So they think that you have no other option.
So with him, he's like, "Oh, you better be lucky I'm calling." And I said, "Oh, okay." So when he called and texted me after, I never responded back. When he called me, probably after, listen, as I told you before, I don't do the tick for tat, and I say, and then you had to say, I better be lucky.
Right.
I don't have to be lucky.
You should have been like, I got options, bitch. Where are yours?
I mean, because he was still calling me. So
let me tell you something.
He already knows
right.
So I don't even have to go there with him. But you ain't even got no car, probably.
So when you say men,
not all men.
Thank you. You can clear that up the next time.
The next time.
Whenever I say women or men, it's just a group. Whatever.
Right.
You're saying them.
Not even a majority, a certain population.
What's happening
enough. That's what I'm saying.
Enough to generalize a statement.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Which
may
is
not
fair.
fit in that category, and you may not fit. But I'm pretty sure
it happens.
5 out of 10 looks.
Well, clearly that man,
enough.
he went to his homeboy afterwards, after you put him in his place, and was like, man, you can believe this motherfucker told me that she ain't used to dating nobody like me. Then she used some word called audacity on me. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I'm like, bro, fake.
All right, we're gonna move away from that.
But I didn't go there. But I'm just saying,
you've had some bad experiences. And that's okay, sweetie.
Yeah, and that's only a few.
That's okay.
But, after a while.
But people need to hear this.
Yeah.
So if your ass, if the dude offered to buy you wine, listeners,
run for the hills.
Hey, just expect to pay for your damn dinner.
Just give him $5.
No, but it's good though. It's good that you can.
It's all him. This is what I
want you to pay the bill.
It's good that all the stuff has happened, but you're still resilient and you still.
Oh yeah, I'm straight.
Uh-oh.
This happened twice already. I just have to call this out because we didn't get to hear earlier about her best pickup line.
Oh, yeah.
And then we want to hear about your best date.
Oh,
so we don't
my
want
best date. Yeah. What was my best?
Sorry,
date?
I've
had a lot of nice dates.
You know
the one that
one.
stands out.
Don't fake. Every
Come
woman
on, one
knows,
stands out.
I mean,
at the very least 3 of them. You're like, oh, that was it.
I have memorable moments.
Yeah, I don't feel like it was a date. I just feel like it was because of who it was.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
okay. Well, what was it? What y'all do?
We literally went thrifting
together.
Yeah.
That's a cool fucking date.
And then
right.
Right.
He ended up finding
Uh-huh.
and I had a Crown Vic at that time.
Did y'all break it?
You had a
no,
Vic?
I don't think we
She
didn't
said
do
you
it.
had a Vic.
She had a
We didn't
Vic.
do it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
She had a Vic.
Not that sure. I'm just joking. Radio.
Wait.
So I had a Crown. My brother is an engineer. My brother's an engineer, so he gave me his Crown Vic. Like stuffed it in the trunk.
Yeah.
Took it there, and then we was gonna get something to eat. Like
A nice
spent
hangout
time
day.
with somebody.
Yeah.
That guy.
Listen,
That guy.
exactly. See,
Doing the
that's
things that you like to do.
So I mean, I've had dates with other guys who just taking me out to eat. But then it's like, I
Right.
don't like you, so
Right.
that's why I just stopped going out on dates. You know, when you're in college, it's like free meal. Go.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, if I'm not like interested, like remotely
Yeah.
interested, I wouldn't even like go. We can like if we're going to a common place or something, but like probably one person now.
What do you think? And see, you touched on some really good points. You were about to, breeze right over that experience, but I think a lot of people don't understand that
especially
those make the best experiences as well as dates. Like just cherishing those moments about points of entrance, and
and we took the dog story and had him like riding around in the cart. And the motherfucker threw up all over the guy.
Oh, the dog did.
Because he was probably getting motion sickness.
He was like, "Y'all motherfucker got me in a stroller."
It was like, I mean, like, it was
I'd have been
that
so
was a bit
mad.
bad,
Why the hell y'all brought a dog in the goddamn stuff?
But no,
Yeah.
they like, white people, they look.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something like,
Oh my God.
you okay? You okay? You need to pick him up.
Right.
As long as you pick that up.
Right.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Like now that you've had experiences like that, good and bad, what do you think are like some good points to look for in dating in general?
For me,
You don't count. You sit next to her. Like now, literally, you're off the market.
but
You
for-
can say answer. They do that to me all the time.
but for me, I feel like it generally works when you can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
If
gotta be friends first.
like if you're not their friend, shit's not gonna
You
work.
said my book sucked. She's just saying the same shit.
I didn't say your book sucked. I
mean,
just said that.
and I feel like
Don't curse.
in that aspect, like if you're my friend, we cool as hell. Like there's just a certain level of respect you have for me in general. You know
Right.
what I mean? So yeah, I just feel like it works.
So you sure you don't want to go to San Francisco? You can pay for it.
Oh nah.
I'll buy you some wine.
Look, saying friend is expensive.
it's like a $300 flight.
You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna go to the Caribbean before I go to San Fran.
On the boat.
So, I think we pretty much covered everything.
We did.
Yeah.
No, Tony.
We'll do it off.
Okay.
So, weirdos. I think I learned more about you than I learned like while we were doing the wardrobe
What did
remix
you
or
learn,
whatever.
girl?
Just that we kind of have like the same similarities in like events and things that have happened. Like obviously, I guess because both of us are like tall women or whatever, so we have experienced some of the same things. But it's just like, I guess for me, like I always thought that it was just me. Like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why is this always happening?
I've had a girl to like people just emailing. Our girl, I keep buying heels.
Yeah.
Like, first of all,
You gotta teach-
why you keep buying them and you're not gonna wear them?
Yeah,
It
you gotta
seems
teach me
like
how to walk in them.
There are a lot
have a
of
boot
women
camp.
out there who may be tall that don't know how to date older men because that's what you should have been doing.
Older, tall man.
Well, when you had your issues, you know what I mean? If you went to high school guys and they'd have been like, oh, I don't care. Even if it was a short guy, he'd have been like, oh, I don't care because I'm comfortable.
But I think all of your experiences collectively are a testament to, you overcoming adverse situations and then making them the best things possible, and then now creating a platform to share with other people.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Good job.
And it not only inspires like the talk. One of the
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Oh,
that's probably why you don't want to move to Atlanta.
Yeah, I feel like I'm loud anyways. But I had like people, leave comments on the blog was like, oh my God. I gave an example about how, sometimes we like dwell on things that people say.
Yeah.
Like if you think in your life, you aren't going to really remember all your compliments that people give you. You're going to remember that one time when somebody said I got the Rocky Mountains on my forehead.
Yeah.
Which they really did have.
What?
The Rocky Mountains on your forehead. I had hit puberty a little bit.
Puberty, yeah.
Oh, shit. But I had about 5
like
little.
something.
They weren't even the pimples.
I know what you mean. It was just like almost like
dot
like,
to dot.
Yeah. I had that too. When you go through puberty, like say if you drank too much.
I never had breakouts.
You remember that, but you don't remember.
So you got a constellation map on your forehead.
You don't really remember the sweet things people say about you.
Right? Yeah, you always remember the bad things that people say and the bad things that happen. Right. Very seldomly do you remember
dwell on
the good.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it's just like a kind of like a general consensus.
Yeah.
They have memes about that. People rarely remember when you said yes, but the minute you say no, they remember that.
I can attest to that in my life right now, man. Oh, we ain't gonna do that. Though.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, and so I gave it.
She on camera. Fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you.
Who's next? And I gave an example of how one time I'm like, oh, I didn't know you had. And dude was like, at least I don't have it on my stomach, and I like punched him. I was like, bruh. And we like laughed, and it was a joke. I said he had stretch marks. He said I had one, but he never had mentioned them ever until I said something.
Right.
And I could have been like, oh my God, I'm bad. I'm like, I said somebody is. He said something about mine, and I like let it go.
Get me off this show because I've been trying to hold it in. It's about to come out, and this is a lovely guest, and I don't want to.
You don't want to taint.
So, with that being said,
what do you want to say? Is it gonna be really crazy?
Probably.
Is it a question?
No.
Oh.
He thank you, Ramona.
I was like, I'm gonna answer it. I'm trying to be a little,
We're gonna have you back again because you're a house special.
Turn up, I'll be back.
Very interactive with us. So and guys, remember if you want to see, or we know you want to see, so go to Ramona's YouTube page right now. Tall Tale TV, TALE. Tall Tale TV on YouTube.
With an S.
No, the YouTube is without an S.
I thought you said
I'm a teacher, so
Tall Tales.
Gotta get that grammar right.
Tall Tale.
So
Tall Tales TV.
I apologize.
Tall Tale TV.
Yeah.
Tall Tale TV.
Yeah.
Tall Tale TV.
Tall Tale TV.
Yeah, not Tall Tales TV.
Like it's
maybe if we would have put an apostrophe S on it.
No, Tall Tales like meaning more, plural.
Yeah, like more Tall Tales
TV.
Because you're telling many tales.
Tales, right?
So Tall Tales TV.
Yeah, but it's Tall Tale with no S.
Right.
Let's just get it straight.
I mean,
we're not fucking teachers.
No, but I had issues with that. I'm like, that sounds like I get what you're saying, but when I, said it, I didn't feel.
Hey, this is your company.
It's still either way it goes. We straight,
We good to go.
You can just simply look up Tall Tales and Bombshells. Wardrobe Remix that video, or you can go to her Instagram at Ramona_O,
and the link is in my bio.
And you can also follow her on Twitter,
Ramona_O, Facebook, Tall Tales,
and her. What's your blog?
Oh, www.talltalesbyramonao.com,
and that is Tales with an S.
Yeah, and shout out to J Nicole did it, and Barry How Design. They did a great job. I'm gonna be using them like in a couple of weeks too.
Yeah. And, you have some stuff coming up.
I have some stuff coming up. Should I talk about it?
Why
I think it should be like. Should it be a surprise? No.
Platform.
She got some stuff coming up, so we'll keep you guys posted as we always do with our guests once they come on the show. Yeah. So that before we get out of here, I want to get to this question because we didn't have time last week, and I think this will be good since we have 2 women and 2 men to see what the
and then we can do final thoughts after.
Yeah. So.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Yeah.
All right. Hi guys. Okay, don't judge me. Months ago, I broke up with my boyfriend of 5 years. I was finally on my way to getting over him, so I started dating and having fun. 6 months later, he called me one late night while I was out and asked me to visit. Well, we had sex, and I left. I felt fine. No feelings attached or anything. No awkward moments, just sex. The next day, the most recent guy I was dating came over to have dinner. Long story short, we had sex. 8 weeks later, I'm currently pregnant, have no idea who's the father. To make things worse, my ex is getting married, and the guy I was dating has a girlfriend. Someone's life seems like it will be ruined here. I just hope it's not mine. What should I do? I know I messed up, but I don't know what to do. Jessica.
Hoes.
Let's just
Jam.
go.
And I wouldn't even.
Why is it unprotected, though?
Yeah, I wouldn't even call her a hoe, but I just feel like she.
I'm just ripping her. I'm just ripping
I
her.
know, but I just feel like she was like vulnerable. You
What's
know
her
what I
name?
mean?
Jessica.
Jess, little Jess.
Is it like that she got slutty eyes? I'm
I
just
don't know
saying.
what
Listen,
she-
we
What
gotta
should she
rib
do?
you. We gotta rib you because you deserve it. First of all, we gotta kind of like nudge you.
You said you multiple choice?
She
I'm
pro-choice.
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 Yeah,
I mean, and the thing about it is, like, it just depends on the situation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if you're raped or some shit, yeah, get rid
Right.
of it.
Or if
In
you
your
just want to go have
situation-
a whole moment.
Yeah, in your situation, Jess, I just feel like, I mean, both of your possible baby daddies have somebody. So, I mean,
And it's
you
not
just-
you.
You should just get both of them tested. Be trill about it.
No.
You know what I mean? Why not?
Go back to the
Because
pro-choice.
the baby, the ex, the
Go
ex,
back
I mean,
to
in
the
the event,
pro-choice.
in the
No.
event, that's not the.
No.
she
If-
should
hey,
sit down with the both of them, let them know the situation, and
Do you
decide
want her
from
to get
there.
killed?
How is she gonna get killed if she
Okay,
says-
Jazz.
If she
Okay, Jazz.
if she sits down and tells them, "Hey,
one of them is engaged.
one of you are this," they
But,
might want
like,
to pay
one-
for
one-
it.
One of them is engaged, and the other one has a.
Yes.
Bruh. One thing I should say is that even though you're saying you don't care and you don't know what to do, deep down, when a woman has a baby, like, they want the family.
Yeah.
Bruh.
She
I don't
set
care
that
how
up.
much they can see that lady that's married with the man and have a baby on the side. They still want them. Just make sure you know that he's probably not going to leave he's not going to leave his wife or his girlfriend for you because you're pregnant.
And we got it without it. That's what they're saying. Hey, we got it without it.
Yeah.
And then how you think they're gonna feel when you find out that you've been doing this shit with another dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a big
Fucking
mess.
whore. You don't want to hear that.
Right, right.
Spend the $500. Do what you gotta
It's
do.
$400 if you're a student.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Better go get yourself.
I mean, I don't know.
It's a
like,
plethora of
But like
pro
after a certain
choice
age,
options.
like after a certain age, you 35 and having abortions, man. How old is she? How
She
old
didn't
is
say
Jess?
how old she was.
You just
like
wait.
count.
You just made Jessica 35 years old. Like,
Why she 35
Oh,
and
that
having an
bitch.
abortion?
I'm
No.
just saying, you know what I'm
35
saying?
years
Your
old.
head's kind of drying up. 35.
right.
Not
Listen.
really.
Yeah.
Listen.
Depending on what she is, with her age and stuff, it could.
Jess.
It could.
Jess. Don't do it.
Listen, Jess, you got to determine what you want.
You fucked up at this point.
Right.
So
Yeah.
either way, you
We
either
keeping it
gotta tell them or you gotta
1,000
get
with you
rid
right
of it,
now.
or you gotta
Yeah.
raise it and tell it that it ain't got a daddy. So
And I don't. In the event, if you do feel like having a baby, I don't feel like you should, baby from the father because of your. That's
Well,
wrong.
she don't
Right.
know who the father is.
So
But
she
she
gonna have
can
to tell
possibly
him.
find out who the father is.
Oh, she can definitely find out who the father
You're
is.
being real selfish if you do that,
how?
because then you didn't give the guy an opportunity.
to take care. Like,
Right.
I'm
Oh,
really,
you
I'm,
mean
I'm
of,
re-
not,
like
of
I'm-
not telling them about the baby?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm real,
I don't
I'm
know.
real
Yeah.
touchy on this shit.
Right.
Because it's already shifted to one side. If a woman chooses to have a baby, even against if the guy doesn't want to, now he's responsible
And-
for that financially.
Right.
However, if a woman chooses to get an abortion, the guy says, no, I want to, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
You're
really
screwed.
not-
and then
Either way.
in the event when the child's like growing up, like, oh, my daddy doesn't love me. No, your mom did not tell your daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That you're alive.
And
yeah.
it gives them
That's
an
what I'm
automatic
saying. Either way,
complex.
she loses.
Or even if she did, it's kind of like you're making a decision based on somebody who's already had their paths. And they're already walking their path. It's kind of
Right.
like you came along on, through the bushes.
through the humbug.
Yeah.
One
But
thing-
if it's the exes, he was at fault too, because he should have never been calling her, knowing he was engaged and all that stuff.
Hold on.
What?
Wait. What? like what?
Nigga.
He had sex with her unprotected, so it take two to tango. She ain't just hop on him.
Wait, you just
Remember-
contradicted
you
what
just
you
contradicted
said.
yourself. You just totally blamed him and then was like,
you
yeah.
blamed
I
him.
said
No.
if it's the exes, it's his fault too.
I feel like she's
gonna
saying
blame
like not only is she like a hoe, or no offense, Jay, but not only is she in a fucked up situation, like he's wrong too. Like he's engaged
Yeah.
and he
No,
like,
I mean,
hit the
it-
sauce raw after
Listen,
like 3 months.
Anybody,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
anybody who's gonna have unprotected sex, male or female, you're both at fault.
Right.
Being down that
Right.
road.
Right.
However, also being down that road, go back to the last podcast, you don't, and just like Ramona said, you don't you want a family. Even guys too, you want the family, and it's also from my perspective, from what I've seen, it's easier. You don't want to be Future and fucking Sierra,
right?
You know what I mean? That's why I suggested what I suggested, because that shit is financially and emotionally taxing. You're trying to raise kids.
You said abortion?
No. Abortion's easier than raising a kid.
No, but I'm saying, what did you say?
Yeah. Have it, go down and take care of it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to go through all that, and that's not the hard part. A smortion.
I'm not gonna say the A word for your baby ears, but it rhymes with smortion.
And we're not making light of this. Actually, we are. Only because Jess put herself on the fucking.
I'm sorry,
Maury
Jess.
Povich.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you screwed yourself. So I mean, and
you
got screwed. Like, so that's like is that?
We need
that's more than a threesome.
Nah, seriously,
that's
Jess. Like for real. Like in all honesty, man, it's a very trying situation that you have kind of brought into the situation. It's just not a lot of stuff you can do or say. So you just have to. I'm not laughing at you, Jessica, but my crew is. Anyway, just you got to make a decision, man, and hopefully it's a good one.
Yeah.
You in our prayers. That's the only thing we can do for you.
Is she hot?
I don't know what she looks like.
I don't know if you knew this, but the letters on the question, they don't form her face or anything. No.
So, guys, final thoughts before we get out of here?
Ramona, you want to go first?
Yeah,
since you're our guest. About
Final
the show, about the blog,
about anything, about life, about your day.
The Great Matter podcast
you talk
audience
to your boo thing who don't want to move here.
This is our way of just
on that.
Yeah.
This is our way of just saying, your final thoughts for whatever you thinking that you bringing closure to whatever you thinking about.
I guess to empower the tall team.
Yes.
Just to let you guys know, no matter how tall you are, 6'5", 5'10", 6'8", God made you that way for a reason. Hold your head up and strut.
There you go.
That's it. Signing off, Ramona O.
Tony.
No.
Okay.
You guys go.
Jazz, ladies first.
I don't know, but thank you again, Ramona. That's what I'm going to say. My final word is thank you, Ramona, for picking me to be your Wardrobe Remix first annual winner.
Right.
And having me be a part of that and coming on the show, giving us some insight, and for starting this platform or being a part of the platform for tall women to thrive.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And I'm going to try my best to keep up with everything. I'm doing good so far. I'm going to stay consistent.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be helping with the video, so you're probably doing them, so you're going to keep up.
Okay.
Look at God. Look at God. He worked it out, though.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, clothes don't make you, but they do make you up.
Word.
All right. Way to go. No, I just want to thank you for coming on the show and sharing bits and pieces of your life and opening up. That's pretty cool, and we appreciate it. Please continue to do it, to do what you do. I like the message that you're trying to put out, and there's some things that you just didn't know, especially for taller women or women who feel like they have to, who don't feel comfortable being themselves and for a long period of time, like you two ladies have. It's unfortunate that a little short dude then fold you up like a pretzel, like I would have done.
Oh God.
She'd have loved.
Goodbye.
She's like, she can't date anybody tall now because that dude just.
Oh,
and
Lord.
it'll fit too because you're taller. Anyway, but no, thank you all for listening. Thank you for coming back. Please come back next week.
Yes.
We gotta have this young lady back on.
I'll be back, man. I just have to make sure I take a nap again from about 8:30 to 9. I'm still refreshed.
We're gonna hop back out in the streets as soon as this weather is good, because the groundhog, whatever the case is, I don't know which way it goes, but spring is coming. So we're gonna be in the streets, and you can come in.
So is
what do you do in the streets?
We
ask questions
do
and
interviews and stuff on the streets.
We get in these streets.
Yeah,
we out here.
We got chill.
This has been the Great Matter Podcast. I'm Tony Davis.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Wayne. #love.
And I'm Ramona. #tall and dope.
Yeah.
We out, y'all.